Hey guys, welcome to Module 3, or Week 3 at best. This week we're going to talk a little bit about jQuery, different techniques lab. The lab will consist of stuff that we'll do in Chrome, as well as Atom. We'll do write some queries. We'll basically do all the things that we're supposed to do for that week. We'll do it in the lab. So jQuery, it's a lightweight programming language. It's basically, think of it as a quicker route of getting things accomplished. If you write JavaScript, it could be a little bit lengthier process. JavaScript is where it all derived from, and now they have all these different libraries like AngularJS, Knockout.js, Node.js. Well, Node's more web hosting platform, but they have jQuery, which is what I think was the first original when it came out after JavaScript. And it just allows things to be done in a quicker manner versus writing all the source code that you would have to do for something typical. So jQuery is very powerful, and it does a lot of stuff with menus and so forth. So most popular JavaScript library to use today. You're able to select elements, creating elements, handling events, animations, etc. So a lot of good things that you could do with jQuery. It also contains some of the information such as the HTML, DOM manipulation, the CSS manipulation, event methods, effects, animations. One of the cool things in jQuery is you could actually develop games in jQuery. So you could develop a game. You could produce it for a mobile application. Did you know that you could actually take jQuery and use it for an iOS or an Android app? There is a special library, a jQuery mobile library, that allows you to write all your jQuery and push your code through like a shared platform such as Cordova or Ionic, or one of those environments that allows you to move code to, or even Microsoft has a language that does the same thing. It's written in C#. You have your jQuery, and you can produce it and have it for both iOS and Android platforms. So it's pretty interesting stuff that you can do, but sometimes it has some issues. jQuery library contains the following features. You can create plugins. You can use Ajax to communicate with the server. You have this way to communicate back and forth with XML. jQuery itself is good for if you're creating a menu of some sort and you want to have this nice, awesome menu. You want to have certain features. You want to hide stuff. You want to, make stuff happen quicker. I'd say jQuery. So here's some examples of, and we'll do these in our lab, is being able to hide something. So I have a video on image hide. So you're able to hide an image by selecting your image, which is whatever the image is, and .hide, which is a function that hides it, and show is for showing, or whatever you call it. You can also add CSS classes dynamically to it. So in this case, P for paragraph, you're adding a class which is big, and big, maybe that class is to increase the font size of something. This one right here is removing, and then this feature right here, selecting by class. And we will do all this in our lab as well. Selecting by ID, it's common to, when you have this right here, we have this information here. Once you get over to selecting by ID, you have to have some type of ID. So you'll have an ID that represents something. So in this case, I have pound greeting.text hello world. Pound greeting allows me to, hashtag greeting allows me to access that within our environment, within our HTML code and our jQuery code. By doing that, it allows us to have a link between the two. So that's important, and you'll see that in the lab as well. Content. So if you want to get content of an input field, you would start off with your variable, address enter equals, we have the $sign, and in parentheses we have input. The key here is the hashtag. Whatever that value is, that's your variable, and it's going to grab your value. So val is an important operation. It sets the content of the input field. And then the content also could be obtained within here. As you see here, .text returns text and .html returns HTML. So and this is just a gradual overview. When the lab happens, you'll learn more, I believe. This right here just kind of shows animation, how to fade in, fade out, speed and so forth, and we'll do that in our lab as well. Changing style inline, so this is just a way to change the style using CSS. Event clicks, we're using on and off clicks, so we're utilizing a function. In this case right here, we're calling out that the button that's on the screen is going to create some type of function. We have to do something, and we just have to give it some commands to do something. Show and toggle. This is a feature that you can show and toggle stuff. You can hide page by default, like we mentioned. More information, much more things like the chapter, more animations, flying objects, utility function, events, etc. That was a quick video, but actually let me show you. We have some stuff out here. Out to our, and it'll be in the lab. If we go out to tutorials, I have a I took out my park. I have a video tutorial thing here. So this is advanced programming, and so I have the show and hide objects that will go in here. I'll have the other lab that I have that's not listed here yet. We have the slide down jQuery. We have this lab right here on reducing items. So it shows you things that we just talked about. So what did you type? It shows you that information. It has the animation. So what we did is we include I have a link of photos I purchased, and what we'll do here is we'll write some code and actually walk you through where, let's take it forever to go through, but I'll walk you through how to get those images, and you'll be able to create those images and do that as well. We walk through how to do a jQuery, and then this is module 3, and I haven't uploaded this one, but I also have another video that it's right here. I have to upload this one as well. There's another one that we create another menu and do some other stuff as well. So there's a lot of information in module 3. As you see here, let's just upload them there. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7 videos that will help you out. Now I'm trying to change that because introduction to programming, I have it like this. So I'm looking to do something similar to that in advance. I just haven't got to it yet, but I will get to it. But anyways, that's where that information's at. So thanks for watching. Welcome to module 3, and have a good day.